Hey there guys, you're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host Kyle Brotherson, and today I'm going to be taking the suspension off of this Husky TE300i in preparation for sending it to Kreft Moto. So little background on this. This is the bike that I'll be giving away. It's the sweepstakes bike that is going to be happening March 1st through April 30th. And I asked online if people wanted me to basically give away a brand new bike, or if they wanted me to give away a bike that was slightly used with 10 to 20 hours on it. And resoundingly, they said they wanted to see a bike that I was riding and reviewing. Well, the bike that's here just out of the frame is the KTM 300 XCW TPI. And this got revalve suspension from the guys down in Moto Experts down in Spanish Fork, Utah. They did a full race tech revalve on this bike that's just out of the frame. So on this one, what I wanted to do is get a little bit different perspective, and we're going to let Kreft Moto do a revalve job on this thing, just so that we can kind of compare which one we maybe like better. And that way, the other benefit of that is the lucky winner of this bike is going to get a really sweet suspension setup. So without further ado, I'm going to start pulling this thing apart, and I might just do a little bit of time lapse of this because it's not too difficult to take your well, the forks are easy. All you have to do is take the front tire off and then loosen, and then my brake off as well, and then loosen, the triple clamps, and then pull the forks out. The shock, we'll take the seat off, we'll take some of the plastic off so we can get the subframe out of the way a little bit, and we'll take the shock off. So I'll show you some of this stuff probably in time-lapse fashion, and I'm really excited about this test here that we're gonna do with Kreft Moto. So anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Get me in it. Wave at the camera. You gotta wave at the camera. Okay, yeah, I think it's videoing. Okay, that was easy. Now moving on to the shock. Okay, that one's done. Cool. It's kind of cool. You can hear the fork oil. I don't know if you can hear that on the. I'll try to get it by my mic. Hear that? Anyway, so now the only thing left to do is wait for my box to come from FedEx. Kreft Moto is sending me a FedEx box to put all this in, package it up and send it to them, and then they're going to do kind of the full Monty for this bike. So a lot of what they do happens up on the forks with their revalve control and some things. I'm going to learn a lot more about it here in the coming weeks, but they'll also do some revalving here in the shock, make sure that that is good to go for me. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I've never used Kreft before, but I know that they have a pretty good reputation in the industry. So we're gonna give them a whirl and kind of test it against the race tech suspension that was done on the 300 XCW TPI right there. Again, watch for the sweepstakes on this bike, because this is a bike that we will be giving away. I probably will be giving away another bike as well. And basically at the time that the sweepstakes opens up, which will be March 1st, I'll have a number of products over on my website, and for every $5 that you spend, you get one entry into the drawing. So if you buy like a $25 shirt, that's 5 entries. If you buy a $5 set of stickers, that's 1 entry. So that's kind of how that works. So anyway, this should be pretty fun. This bike is awesome. I've redone the brakes on it because the brake pads were there was something wrong with them. And so it'll have new brake pads, it'll have pretty sweet suspension. I put also an extended brake tip on this on the rear brake. So I have tried to improve this bike a little bit before we give it away. And anyway, more to come on this thing in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Kenzie, are you on the Kreft Moto box? What are you doing? Are you gonna fall off? We gotta put the suspension in there. See, we gotta put this suspension in that box. Oh, you can't have my knife either. You gonna help me load them up? Whoa! Oh, she's excited. Hopefully Dad's excited too when it comes back in that box.